Lake County has a lot of racing history, from harness racing to bicycle racing to more modern car racing. An old World War II airstrip and half-day provided the perfect quarter-mile stretch for drag racing in the 1950s. The Waukegan Speedway drew fans and racers from across the region from 1949 until 1979. But before these car racing venues were even thought of, Lake County was the place for the first automobile race in the U.S. Well, almost. It started in France, where what is often considered the first automobile race occurred in June 1895. It was a road race with a route from Paris to Bordeaux and back. In Chicago, Herman H. Kohlstadt, publisher of the Chicago Times Herald, was inspired. He put together the first of its kind motorized vehicle contest in the U.S., sponsored by the newspaper. The event, scheduled to be held in Chicago on November 2nd, received nationwide news coverage. One might be picturing an early race car looking sleek and sporty with a powerful engine, but in 1895, motorized vehicles were mostly mimicking carriages, but with some bicycle parts, another newly popular mode of transportation, and an engine. There were no standardized designs or parts, and no factories for mass production. For Kohlstadt's race, there were a few specifications that vehicles had to meet. To be eligible for the race, each vehicle should have 3 or more wheels, carry at least 2 persons, one of them an umpire selected by the judges, and be equipped with a trumpet, foghorn, or other instrument to warn carriages and pedestrians. Over 80 entrants registered for the race, but the need to custom build the vehicles meant that most machines weren't ready by November 2nd. In the end, only 3 started out on the course: Charles Duryea of Springfield, Massachusetts, Oscar Mueller of Decatur, Illinois, and a Kane Pennington machine, which wouldn't make it out of Chicago. Starting in Jackson Park and heading north to Waukegan, race judges in a carriage, reporters, and spectators, some on bicycles, accompanied the competitors. The journey was fraught with difficulties. A Chicago Tribune article on November 3rd recounted the Duryea machine passed out of Douglas Park, close on the left past an amazed farmer holding tight reins on his surprised yellow horse. Navigating around alarmed horses, streetcars, and pedestrians were among the obstacles met on city streets. Other challenges arose with the terrain, particularly hills. The Kane Pennington machine was out of the race after failing, even with kind spectators offering a push, to make it up the incline of the Chicago Viaduct. The Tribune said the men in the Duryea car leaned uphill as if to help on the burden. Mueller's vehicle, in addition to driving as though it carried a small earthquake of its own and yawed from side to side, also struggled. The machine attacked hills by a series of sweeping curves and had an unpleasant way of bulking near the top and threatening to run backward. Mueller's vehicle parked in front of the Waukegan House Hotel at 2:45 p.m. Duryea, unfortunately, did not make it. His car had ended up in a ditch near Prairie View and was too damaged to be repaired that day. The Lake County Independent paper, referring to the autos as motorcycles, reported a number of our people went to Libertyville, Waukegan, and Sherman's Corners to witness the motorcycle contest and, with thousands of others, were disappointed, only one motorcycle making its appearance. For many, this was their first view of a horseless carriage. Mueller's car alone returned to Lincoln Park in Chicago after 92 miles in 9 hours and 32 minutes. He was quoted by the Decatur Daily Republican. "We found the course from Waukegan to Chicago a more than fair one and experienced the least difficulty on that portion of the road. We found people at almost every point of the journey waiting for us. It was much like the effect that the first railroad train in this country must have had on the country people." Due to there being so few cars in this first race attempt, the November 2nd event was demoted to a mere exhibition and the real race rescheduled. Both Mueller and Duryea committed to be there. The first officially recognized automobile race in the U.S. occurred a few weeks later on Thanksgiving Day, November 28, 1895. A heavy snowfall the night before deteriorated road conditions, and the route was shortened to Jackson Park to Evanston and back. The race was a win for Duryea this time, arriving after 10 hours and 17 minutes, long after the judges and most of the spectators had departed. Oscar Mueller followed at the 11-hour and 47-minute mark, claiming second place. The next day, newspaper headlines dramatically declared horse is doomed and described the contest in every respect was most novel and performance of the winning vehicles the most remarkable in the history of motor vehicle contests, of which, of course, there had been very few. The newspapers were a bit premature, but not wrong about the fate of the horse as a means of transportation. The Times Herald event was considered a race not for the great speeds attained, but because it could prove the endurance of the newfangled horseless carriage. These races in 1895 are credited with introducing automobiles to the American public, proving their capabilities